Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to create this knurling pattern inside Autodesk Fusion 360. In this video we are not going to learn only this pattern, we will also learn how to create this complete model that you can see on your screen right now using Autodesk Fusion 360. As you can see, I had given all the details and dimensions that we are going to use to create this model. So let's move on to Fusion 360 and start modeling. Also, as a reference, if you want to download this practice exercise for free, you can download from the link given below in the video. Just go to the description of the video and you will find the link to download this complete resource. So here you can see this is the default screen of our Autodesk Fusion 360, and the first thing that we are going to do is we'll save this drawing. So we'll click on this save icon on the left top corner. Here you can see I will click on this save. I will give this file a name. Let's write it knurling pattern, and as you can see it's getting saved onto the cloud. Since Fusion 360 is a cloud-based CAD/CAM software, so all the files you are working is getting saved onto the cloud space provided by Autodesk. So here is the location of my file, location of my folder. So I will click on the save. Here you can see it just got saved, and you can see the file name just got updated. And if you want to check that where my file got saved, I can click on this area over here that says show data panel. If I will click on it, you can see here are all my files where I keep saving all my exercise files. So this is the file we had just saved, and it is empty. The preview is empty at this moment because we had not created anything inside this. So I will hide the data panel by pressing over there on the close icon, and now we are into Fusion 360. Now the next thing that will make sure that the system of units is correct, so I will go on to the document setting and will check the system of unit. So we are going to follow the millimeter system of unit, so it's mm here right now. If you want to change the system of unit, you can click on this small icon over here and it will give you multiple options. From this menu you can see we got multiple options like centimeter, meter, inch, foot. You can select any one of them. Since I am happy with the millimeter, I will click cancel. Now the next thing that we are going to start modeling the drawing or the design. So we'll open the technical drawing and we'll see the value first. So for your reference, what I'm going to do at this moment is, so as you can see I had just opened this technical drawing to use it as a reference, but the moment I will click on Fusion 360 it will hide. And to keep it onto the top, I will use a small app known as Deskpin. So I will activate my Deskpin app, and then I will go on to and will make sure that this is pinned onto the top. So now it is pinned. So even if I am working with Fusion 360, this will be always onto the top as a reference. Now I will start the first sketch. So I will click on this create sketch icon, and here you can see now I had to select the plane onto which I want to create this sketch. And since this model is a symmetrical model, round model, so we can follow the sketch revolve process to create this design, base of this design. So I will click on this front plane as a sketch plane, and here you can see my sketch plane just got activated. And in the sketch plane, and all my sketch tools are active, I can see the center of my sketch, right? So I will activate my line tool first, and I will first create a vertical line like this, and this line will act as an axis of my complete sketch. But as you can see I am able to move this line onto the space anywhere. So what I will do, I will constrain this sketch with respect to this origin. So for that I will go into the constraint tool panel over here. I will activate this coincident constraint, then we'll select the line and this origin, and this line just got constrained with this origin. Now we will start developing half of this sketch. Now I will activate the line tool and I will start creating the shape of this sketch. So in the beginning I will not worry about the exact measurements, that measurements I can change later. So I will try to get the shape of my design. So here you can see I'm just trying to get the shape of the design. So using my line tool I will try to get a shape. Here you can see I'm just trying to get the shape of the design at this moment. And the moment I will get the shape of the design, then we can start modifying it and start giving the numbers. So at this moment I am just trying to get the shape of the design. Okay, So if you have any problem at any moment, you can just press escape onto your keyboard, and then you can again activate your line tool, and you can start from the last point you left. Here you can see it's very easy. So I'm just trying to get a shape, and I told you, if you are having any problem at any point of time, you can just press escape and you can again start with the line tool from the last point you left, something like this. So here you can see we had created a shape something like this, and it's closed. Now I will adjust this point and will match with the end point of this line. So my sketch is completely closed, you can see. Now I will start adding the dimension. So to add dimension, the first dimension, I will activate the dimension tool and will dimension from this point. You can see from this point to the front it's 41. So I will just enter the values 41. Here you can see. Now this value is 26, as you can see the dimension over here. So I will activate my dimension tool, I will select the line, will drag outside and then enter the values 26. And if you see that this thing just got deformed, you can adjust your line like this just by selecting it and dragging it onto the place. Here you can see. I will again activate my sketch dimension tool, I will select the line and I will dimension this as a 2 mm. So this way I will add all the necessary dimension to constraint my sketch first. It will take few seconds, not few seconds, it will take few minutes to me to give all the dimensions. Here you can see I had just given all the horizontal dimension. Now the time to give the vertical dimension. As you can see, if we'll draw a center line at the center, the complete diameter will be divided into 2. So it will be around 7.5. So I will just try to add this value 7.5 like this. This one is 11, as you can see. And for the biggest diameter, if we'll just see onto the other areas, you can see that says, I think there is some problem over here, we missed something, so it must be 24. So I will just add the value 24 over here if there is a problem. So I will enter the values 12 at this moment. Now we'll dimension the other values as well. As you can see into this drawing, this is 20. So I will just give this dimension as 20. So this will be half of that is 10. And this is also 15, so I will just dimension this dimension as 15, or else what I can do, I can activate this horizontal vertical constraint and I will make sure that this point and this point are horizontally aligned and this point are also horizontally aligned. So this way I can constrain the values. Now I only need to fix this point with the front point, so I will activate this coincident constraint. I will fix this point, and here you can see both the points just got constrained. So I had constrained almost every dimension. The only dimension that I had not provided is this dimension, is because it's not a normal shape. If you'll see the section view of it, it's kind of hexagonal shape. So for the hexagonal shape, that we're going to draw separately. So just forget about this line at this moment. And what I will do, I will draw a separate line from this point to this point, and will also draw a separate line to separate this complete profile into three different profiles. So you can see now my profile is just got separated into 1, 2 and 3 different profiles, right? And our sketch is also finished, and the rest of the things we can do later. Now what I will do, I will just click on this finish sketch tool, and here you can see this is the sketch I got. Now I will activate my revolve tool. I will select the profiles that I want to revolve. So these and this profile that I want to revolve, I will select this axis, and as an axis, if we'll just go on to the home view, if you can see, if I can select this line as the bottom line as an axis line. So if we'll select this line, it will revolve and it will be giving me a shape like this. Here you can see. I will just press OK and accept the shape. Now if we'll just orbit it little bit, you can see this is what we got. So we got two separate bodies because there is a space and a gap here, and in that gap we are going to create this hexagonal bolt kind of shape. And if we'll expand this bodies folder, you can see body 1 and body 2. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create this shape. So for that I have to create the sketch on this face. So I will simply activate my sketch tool again. I will select this face as a sketch face. So the moment I will click on that face, that face is just got activated to create a sketch. Now I will go on to the create panel. I will activate my polygon tool, circumscribed polygon tool, and will select the center point and will try to create a polygon like this. Here you can see I will not worry about the dimension at this moment. The only thing that I want is this hexagon to be perfectly vertically aligned. For that, what I will do, I will select this constraint, I will select the origin and this top point and will align them completely vertical. Now what I will do, I will go on to my dimension tool. I will activate my sketch dimension tool and will select this line and then will drag outside, and that value is 18. So I will just write 18 over here, and if will show you in the values over here, you can see that. Now I can just click on the finish sketch, and here you can see this is the sketch I just created onto that particular face. Now I will activate my extrude tool. I will select this profile and this profile and will orbit it a little bit more, and as here you can see, whenever I had clicked on extrude, in this window I had to select as a distance as 2 object, and if I specify 2 object, and if I will select the object up to which I want to extend, so I will just select the object, and you can see that just got extruded up to that particular object. Now the operation, I had to make sure that it's joined and will press OK. Now all 3 bodies just got joined, and now I can see inside the body folder there is just one single body because we had kept the operation as join. Now there are few more things that we have to adjust at this moment of time. The first thing that you can see is the tip over here. So this tip is having a chamfer of 45 degree. So I will just activate my chamfer tool from this modification panel over here. We'll activate this tool, we'll select this edge as a chamfer edge, and inside over here we can enter the value as 2, and since it's a 45 2 chamfer, this means I just need to provide 2 values. So if we'll take horizontal and vertical 2 mm and 2 mm, so automatically the angle will be 45. So it's equal distance chamfer definitely. I will just click OK to accept this result at this moment. Here you can see. Now I will go on to the home view again. I will click on the home over here. Here you can see again I will activate my create sketch tool. We'll go on to the front plane. We'll select this front plane as a sketch plane again, and here you can see. Now what I will do, I will go into the create panel. I will project few of the sketches, few of the lines from the old model. So I will click on this, activate this project tool. We'll select this top line, top plane as to project as a sketch, as a geometry, as you can see, and then I will press OK. So you can see that geometry just got projected, and if I'll hide the body, you can see here the projected sketch. I will turn that on again, and then on this area I will try to create a shape like this kind of triangle, and that will act as a chamfer for these 2 corners. So I will try to create the same onto this area. Here you can see, and that is why I had projected that corner. So whatever the shape, triangular shape I am getting, that is perfectly touching to both the corners. So if you'll hide the body, you can see this is the shape we got. Now I will select all these 4 lines and I will apply this equal constraint. So all 4 of them just became equal. Now I will dimension one of them. So the one of them, I will just dimension them as 1. I will press enter. Here you can see. I will click on the finish sketch. I will turn on the body. Here you can see. Now what I will do, I will activate my extrude tool again and will select those close profile, but you cannot select it because this body is coming in between. So I can hide the body first, then I can select both the profiles, then I can turn on the body's back, and instead of extruding this onto the one side, I can change this to symmetric, and here in the distance I will make all, and here you can see automatically making a cut, and is extrude cut. You can see how it is doing. That's why I say Fusion 360 is an intelligent software. If you'll do and try to go inside the body, it will automatically make a cut. So I will just press OK, and here is our result. So what I will do now, I will simply select that particular step that I had did, this extrude cut. We'll select that operation, and we'll go on to the modify panel again. Not into the modify panel, sorry, we'll go on to the create panel again. We'll launch this tool called circular pattern. Here you can see, and here you can see inside circular pattern already feature is selected. So this is the feature already selected. So this feature we are going to pattern, and then the axis, I will activate the axis, then we'll select this red as a axis, red axis as this central axis of this body. So I will select that, and in the quantity I will just change that to 6, and here you can see it just automatically got applied on all the other corners as well. If I'll press OK, you can see that how it just got applied. So this is the operation we just did. So it's also kind of a chamfer, but only onto the corners of this bolt shape. Now the next thing that we had to do is we had to make this body hollow, and before that we so let's make this body hollow first. So for that, what I will do, I will come on to the front of this body and will click on this create sketch. So now I am creating a sketch onto this front face. I will activate my circle tool and will select this origin point as a circle. For the circle, we'll try to create a circle of diameter 8. So I can write value 8 and press enter. And here you can see this is the circle we just created. Now what I will do, I will simply click on the finish sketch. I will activate my extrude tool again and will select this circle and will make extrude cut like this, and we'll try to go up to the body. Here you can see up to this point. So this is the 41, so I will go 2 mm more, so I will go up to 44. Sorry, 43, because 41 plus 2 mm is 43. So I am making extrude cut up to this point. I will press OK. And here you can see we had just created this body hollow from inside. Now we'll repeat the same process on this face. I will select the face, I will activate my create sketch tool, and on this face I will try to create a sketch little bit bigger. So this sketch is 16 millimeter in diameter, not just 16, let me check if okay, that is 20 mm in diameter. So I will enter the value 20, here you can see, and we'll click on the finish sketch. Now I will again activate my extrude tool, will select that particular circle that we had created and will extrude it towards this direction. So this time I'm going up to, here you can see if you go on to the front view, I'm going up to 26 millimeter. And if you want to see whether we are going to right or wrong, you can change the display setting, you can change your visual style. Just give me a second, just activate and change the visual style to wireframe. And here you can see I'm just going up to this hollow space that we had created from this direction of 8 millimeter diameter. So it's completely fine. I will just press OK to accept the results. Here you can see. Now I will change back my visual style to the, now I will again change my visual style back to the shaded with visible edges only. Here you can see. So this is the model we had created now up to this point. Here you can see it's hollow from inside. Now what I'm going to do is we'll go on to the create panel again, we'll activate this thread tool and we'll select, here you can see this is my thread tool, and whenever I activate the thread tool this window will pop up, and in this window I had to select the face first. So I will select this face as a face where I want to create a thread, and when you will select the face I also had to activate this option called modeled. So now you can see thread is getting modeled and the thread size is correct. It's M20 into 2.5 and it's right hand thread, so and class is 6G. So I'm completely fine with the options we got over here. I will just click on this remember size, will press OK. So here you can see onto that particular face the thread just got created. Now I will orbit my body again, and again I will activate the thread tool, and this time I will select this internal face. And since I clicked on the remember size, that's why it's giving me all the predefined values already over here. I will just press OK, and here you can see on the inside of the body also that thread just got created. So we had finished almost the base of my body. Now the only thing that got left is this knurling pattern that we had to create onto this face, right? So for that we had to do some particular process that we're going to learn now. Now to create knurling pattern, what we'll do, we'll activate the create sketch tool, we'll select this face as a sketch face, and here you can see that face just got activated to create a sketch. Now onto this face, and I will activate my polygon tool. Here you can see circumscribe polygon tool, and I will specify the center, and in the values over here I will change the values to 4. Here you can see we will try to create a rectangle like this. Here you can see that. And now what I will do, I will activate my horizontal vertical constraint tool. Will make sure that this point and the corner of my rectangle is vertically constrained. Now this point, origin, and the center of the rectangle is also vertically constrained. So here you can see we had vertically constrained all three things. Now I will activate my dimension tool. I will dimension from this point to the bottom of this corner. It should be 11.5. so I will just enter the values 11.5. here you can see, so there is some area of this rectangle is inside my face, inside this body. Here you can see that. So I am done with this. Now I can make this circle rectangle a little bit smaller as well. I can give the value of this rectangle as well. Let's make it 2 millimeter. I think this value is enough. Now I will just click on this finish sketch. Now I will move on to, I will orbit my object like this. Now what I will do, I will go on to the top view, right, and again I will click on this create sketch tool, and now if I will turn on the body, I will try to create a sketch onto this top face. I will just select the face to create a sketch, and again I will turn my body back again. Now I will activate my line tool, and I will try to create a line from this point up to somewhere over here, but we cannot detect this line is because this line is not available. If you turn off the body, you can see there is no line. But what I can do, I can go onto the create panel, I can activate my project tool, and I can project this line onto the current sketch. I will press OK. So if you turn off the body now, you can see that line just got projected. So I will connect this point with this line. Now I will define the values from this point to this point. The dimension that I want to keep is 10 millimeter. Then I will click on finish sketch. So we got two sketch. One sketch is this sketch rectangle, and the second sketch is this sketch, this line, right? Now what I will do, I will turn on my body, and again I will activate create a sketch. Right here you can see I had again activated this create a sketch tool. Again I will select this top face as a sketch face, and now in this time what I will do, I will turn on this 3D sketch option over here inside this sketch palette, right? And then I will orbit little bit. I will go on to the project tool, and here there is a tool called intersection curve. Just activate this tool, then select the curve. So first thing I have to select is curve, so I will select this as a curve, and then the face, so I will select this face as a other intersection face. And here you can see with the intersection of this line and this face, this profile we are getting. Here you can see that. We'll press OK. Here you can see this profile just got projected. So this is what we wanted, and now I can just click on the finish sketch. And the moment you will click on the finish sketch, you can see there is a small warning into your design history, and this yellow is kind of a warning, so something is getting wrong into your sketch. So to remove it, what you can do, you can make a right click and you can click on redefine sketch plane, and then you can turn on the origin again, and you can again select that particular plane and press OK. And you can see that warning just got deleted. So it's kind of a bug inside Fusion 360 that is happening right now. So maybe when you are doing this model or practicing this model, this bug is solved. So this is the problem right now. So you can see this is the shape we had created so far. Now what I will do, again I will go into the create panel. I will activate my sweep tool, right? And then in the sweep tool I will select the profile as this rectangle. I will make sure that I am selecting the complete rectangular profile, and then I will select the path, and in the path I will select this line. Here you can see. So it's making a cut. So if you'll see from the other direction, you can see it's making a cut. But the problem is it's making an undercut. So to solve it, what I will do, I will add some twist angle, right? I will add some twist angle. So here inside this, I will add some twist angle of maybe 30 degree, and maybe it can solve a problem. So we'll try to see if it is solving a problem. So I think 32 is good, but maybe we can try out with 40 degree or 45 degree. So I think 45 is working great at this moment. Let me check if it's all looking good. So at this moment I will just make a cut. I will press OK, and here you can see a groove just got cut from the body, right? And there is a small portion over here that we can simply select and press delete on my keyboard, and it will get clear, right? Now what I will do, these are the two operations we did we had performed right now to create a face, the cut like this over here. So what I will do, I will press shift on my keyboard, I will select both the operations that we had just performed. Here you can see both of them just got selected, and then we'll go on to the create panel over here. Then we'll activate this mirror tool, and here you can see in the mirror tool the two features are already selected, only I had to select the mirror plane. So we'll activate this one and we'll select this vertical plane as a mirror plane, and here you can see this same pattern is getting mirrored onto the other side as well, right? And if we'll press OK, here you can see this is the shape we are getting. So it's very good. I am really happy with the result. So now what I will do, I will select all three of them at this moment. I will select all three of them at this moment. I will go on to the create panel. I will go on to the pattern tool. We'll activate this circular pattern tool at this moment. So here you can see in the circular pattern, three features are already selected. And now what I will do, even they are not selected, what you can do, you can simply click on this object and you can change the thing over here as features, option over here as features, and then you can select the features from here as well. So all three just got selected, and then select the axis, and then we'll select the red axis, and in the values in the quantity we can enter the quantity as 22. So we want to pattern this the profile that we had created, the cut we had created by 22 number of times. And if we'll press OK, here you can see it will take some time to compute the result, to calculate the final result, and it will give you the final object that will come after all the operations. So it will take few minutes or maybe few seconds. You have to wait based on your internet speed and the system hardware. And here you can see this is what we got. So it's really looking very good. And to chamfer these corners, here you can see what I will do at this moment. I will go on to my first sketch again. I will double click on it to edit it, and onto this corner, onto corner over here, I will add a line like this. Here you can see, and this line I will make sure that it's a chamfer. So I will dimension the values from this corner to this corner, it's 2 mm, and the same I will make sure that it's also on the opposite side, 2 mm. Right, here you can see the dimension value, I will change it to 2 mm. And now I will click on the finish sketch, and again since it will compute from the very beginning, so it will take few seconds, so we'll wait for that, and until and unless it will finish it. Now here you can see, since we had edited the base sketch, that is the sketch 1, so we'll turn on our sketch again. So here you can see we got a corner profile over here. If we'll turn off the body, you can see this corner profile over here. So what I will do, I will activate the Revolve tool again. We'll select that profile, and we'll just zoom in and select that particular profile, and we'll select the axis, and we'll select this axis as a revolve axis. And what it will do, it will revolve around my object and it will make a cut. So here you can see operation here is cut. I will press OK, and here you can see this is what we got. We had made a cut also. If we'll turn off the sketch, you can see the result, and if we'll turn off the origin also, I can see my body completely. Here you can see. So this is what we had created. We had created a model with a knurling pattern that you can see right now onto your drawing with all the details that I had shown over here. So this is what we had created. So if you think that this process that we had followed will able to create a very good looking pattern like this, and it was helpful for you, so just go and comment in the video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Also, we'll go on to the modify panel now. We'll go on to the appearance, and a new window will pop up. Here you can see there is the appearance window, and in this window I will just look for the material called copper brass. Here you can see we got the brass material. I will simply select this polished one. I will drag it onto my body, and that appearance just got applied onto my body. So here is the final result we got. And again I am repeating, if you want to download this complete technical drawing, these models, this Fusion 360 file, the link to download for free is available in the video description. Just go and check it out. Also, this is the final model we had just created. So I know if you had learned something today, just let me know in the comment box. I am waiting for your questions and answers. Also, if you are facing any problem in creating this model, you can just let me know in the comment box. So thank you guys, thank you so much for watching and learning with me Fusion 360. See you again. Thank you.